I bought more Stellar. Yep, I bought quite a bit more Stellar actually while I was gone in Colorado. I'm going to give you my reasons on why I bought it, my updated price target, and I'm going to show you the hidden signals in the news that's giving me the insight on what to do. All right, let's go explore. All right, I've got the chart for Stellar up on the screen, and as always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. So yes, we understand we've got more MoneyGram partnerships coming up, right? They're going to be going live this year. The Latin American payment corridor that's happening and expanding with Stellar. ISO 20022, of course, we can't forget about that. And also smart contracts coming to Stellar. But you know what? None of that right now is telling me why to buy. And I'm going to show you guys something really cool about this. All right, so I went on a search and guess what came out? Inflation data. Yes, 3 months in a row, we have broken 40-year records for inflation. Check it out. Inflation accelerated to 8.5% in March, the highest since 1981. So we have January, February, and March of this year, each breaking records, 40-year records, huge stuff. We're going to go into this. We're going to search for inflation record, and we're going to see all of this news here regarding that around, what, April 12th, April 10th. You guys kind of get what I'm saying. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back just a little bit further because here is where the hidden value insight is, and here is why you subscribe to the channel and why you love crypto with Klaus, because of stuff like this. So I put in February's inflation data as my search, okay? And check it out. I got a whole bunch of stuff that came up about a month ago. Let's read some of these taglines just so you guys can get an idea. There's more inflation coming as the Federal Reserve starts raising interest rates. White House bracing for Thursday's inflation report. No inflation relief in sight for U.S. as impact of Ukraine war. Okay, so basically what we're seeing here is a bunch of articles saying, hey, inflation is coming. And then there's also the dates that say, hey, this is what happened, all right? Inflation report came out, it's X. Now, when you look at the time frame of this, it coincides exactly with when I am buying Stellar. So the inflation report for this last time came out on March 10th, all right? Let's take a look at here. Actually, I'm sorry, it was April 10th. My bad, that came out for March's report. Oh, look at what happened to the price right here. Look at this, a huge dip. Buying opportunity. That is when I pulled the trigger in Colorado. Yes. Now we go back even further because remember I told you even a month ago, okay? The other inflation report that came out in March, that came out March 10th. Now let's look at March 10th and see what happened. Again, we have the dip. And what happened before? All those articles that were leading up to that inflation report that were saying, hey, big inflation is coming, big fear is coming, we're going to break a record. That drove the price of Stellar down that whole week before. So you know what? Let's go big screen. So by using this news and data, right, we can see that Stellar's lowest points, the buying opportunities for Stellar are revolving around inflation data reports. What's interesting to see is this has now happened over the last several months, and that has been the prime buying time for Stellar. So we can extrapolate a few things from this. Number one, the market sells when inflation data comes out. Why? Because inflation, you know, we know what's happening with that, and we know, right, what's driving inflation. But since Stellar is a risky asset class, so is all of crypto, people will dump that when those inflation fears go up. So I'm using the overcorrection on those report dates and the dates leading up to the report in order to set my buy target. Now let's go back to the charts and actually technically see what the buy target is. All right, so now I've shared with you when I'm buying and what's causing me to buy. But now let's actually look at the technical buy target that I'm using. And again, you guys are all welcome to do your own thing. This is just what I'm doing. I'm just sharing with everyone my journey through this. All right, so I've got up on the screen the chart for Stellar, and I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. And right now I have the line here drawn at 20 cents, all right, the dark gray line on the bottom right here. As you can see, the 3 news cycles that have been revolved around inflation have all happened pretty close to a month apart, and it has all led to opportunities of sub 20. Now look at the runs that have happened since, okay? We had the inflation data and all that bad stuff come out, drive Stellar way down. There was a little bump, couldn't hold 25. We saw that repeated here again, couldn't hold 25. Each time the inflation data was out, it gave us sub 20 buying opportunities. So my buy target right now is going to be sub 20, and I'm going to be looking to purchase larger chunks around inflation data release dates. Now, how long this pattern will continue to play out, no one knows. But as people start seeing patterns like this develop, that's when you see the short-term traders out there making more and more money because they see what is moving the news and what is moving the price of Stellar in crypto. Now, I just got back from Colorado. It was a beautiful trip, but it was also a very, very tough and difficult one. If you want to learn more about my experiences that my son and I had during spring break in Colorado, you're welcome to click right here. And if you want to learn about Stellar and market cap, right? Stellar goes to 100. What happens to the market cap? Does market cap hold Stellar back? Hey, you could always click right here. All right, everyone, take care.